Malik Monk. The other guy, 6'3". Number 14, Caleb Love. The forward, 6'6", number 9, Ausar Thompson. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 5, Ron Holland. Center, 6'10", numero 0, Derek Doran. Your Detroit Lions head coach, Steve Bickerstaff. That's your Detroit Pistons!
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Watford out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jokic Jonas in at the point guard. And for Detroit, they've got Howland. He's out there with Dirk. Thompson is out there with Monk. And it's Love in at the point. You know, Greg, when you look at the Eastern Conference, is it fair to say that both the teams you've got in this one are two of the top contenders? Oh.
This could be an Eastern Conference Finals preview. In fact, I expect one of these squads to represent the East in the finals.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
Fires the three. Wallace misses. Detroit with the ball. It's a three-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Now, here's Adebayo. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Watford. From the arc. Adebayo on the foul.
Well, that's exactly what Adebayo's out there to do off the ball. Work the glass and get his team second chance opportunity.
Thompson outside. Here's Holland. Duran with the screen on Williams. And here's Thompson from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Jonas. Now Watford shoots the three. Tries again. And Adebayo with a nice bucket inside.
Well, Bam at 6'9" might be undersized at his position, but he plays with such incredible intensity.
Now here's Love. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Detroit shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duran drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Detroit with the ball. Heat knocking down the tray. Thompson finds Duran. Now here's Love. The three. Rebound by Williams. Pass to Jonas. Here's Wallace. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the evening.
First team foul. Shooting for Miami. Wallace at the line for 2.
He's off on the first. And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
And he's good on the second. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thompson outside. Over to the left wing. There's the screen. Monk, the pass to Holland. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Duran. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Holland. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Pistons shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
One shot. At the line for Detroit, Holland, one shot.
And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level throughout the year.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Monk has got the ball here for the Pistons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
And the first one drops.
Well, I got to say, with his athleticism, Monk is one of those guys who makes the game look easy at times.
And Monk drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Williams up on top. He's covered by Thompson. Williams gets the bucket.
And upon entering the league, Williams has developed a really nice handle, and it has served him well.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Kevin, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Thompson. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass. The other team had no answer for how to contain him.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
The shot by Watford, no good. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Love. Monk kicks to Thompson. Duren down low. Watford on him. Duren, no good. Miami's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Up top, Adebayo. Wallace outside. Clock at 6. Over Monk. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Watford. Adebayo against Duren. Oh, that's blocked.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
Taken away. Monk against Wallace. Adebayo with a screen on Monk. On the wing, Williams. Lots of room. Love grabs the board.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Duran the pass to Love. Duran sets the screen for Love. Again, the Pistons score.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
I want to hear everybody make some noise to your Pistons dancers.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at the Heat. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Pistons, a game and a half out.
And, you know, for the Heat, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Now here's Williams. And he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's Thompson. Monk, left side. Back to Thompson. Pass to Holland. And here is Monk. He's guarded by Williams. Monk against Williams. And Duran slams it in.
What timing on the alley-oop from Duran. That speaks to the chemistry and connection he has with his guy.
Here's Jaka Jonas. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Adebayo. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pistons leading by 9. Here's Thompson. Pass to Holland. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A moment now to check out some numbers for Jalen Williams.
Substitution on the floor.
Adebayo with a screen on LeVert. Here's Williams. Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 6.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in paint.
Back to Monk. Rebound by Mitchell. The Heat trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Adebayo with a screen on Porzingis. On the wing, Williams. Headed by Porzingis. Here's Holland. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Williams kicks to Mitchell. But Trey, rebounded by the Pistons. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Now here's LeVert. Still without a basket. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Williams. Mitchell outside. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. 8 points for him.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Mitchell against Monk. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Duren.
And this is where Duren is most comfortable operating from. He focuses on taking high percentage shots.
It's Williams, high post. Shoots over LeVert. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Duren. And here is Monk. Lays it up off the glass. Monk's got 7 points in the game.
Attacking off the bounce. Nifty move by Monk.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Adebayo. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
LeVert against Williams. Pistons passing it around. The shot by Monk is no good. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Pacers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Monk against Mitchell. Williams with a clean look. No good on the three. Duren with it. Tipped away. Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for the Pistons. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So with Williams on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Mitchell, and it's Watkins in at the 4. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys?
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Dadier, rebound by the Heat. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Sanford. Mitchell outside. Etienne. No scoring in this one. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now, here's LeVert. Not a lot of room. Porzingis sets the pick for LeVert. Pass to Porzingis. Buries the 20-footer. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Here's Etienne. Back to Ware. Here's Etienne. LeVert defending. Here's Etienne. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Dadier. Three-pointer, LeVert. Knocked away.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
And here is Mitchell. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Here's Etienne. Shoots over LeVert. Etienne shot is off.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Pass to LeVert. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Lanier. For three. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Etienne. Still scoreless. Mitchell passes to Watkins. Ware with it. He's against Porzingis. And Mitchell gets it to go.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open beyond the arc.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Time to get back, Pistons fans. It's time to cheer on the Pistons High Squad. The time is now, Pistons Nation. Give it up for your Pistons High Squad.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Heat in second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Thompson. Pistons passing it around. Holland the pass to Duren. 5 to shoot. Wallace outside. Floats it up for Adebayo.
Well, give him credit. Offensively, Bam has been fighting hard, really taking it at the defense.
Thompson outside. Pass to Duren. To the left side wing. Love with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now, here's Adebayo. Here's Jokic Jonas. He's covered by Thompson. Adebayo finds Mitchell. Over Love. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bucket is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Jokic Jonas. Here's Watford. Now Adebayo. Shoots over Duren. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Adebayo.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
Now here's Porzingis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Heat have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Adebayo against Duren. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Duren. Here's Holland. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat with the lead. Adebayo finds Watford. Wallace outside. There's the pick. Here's Jokic Jonas. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Adebayo. It's blocked. Adebayo against Duren. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 11 points here for Jalen Duren.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score. And it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And with your mascot, let's dance.
Malik Monk, who's checked in for the Pistons. Jalen Williams is checked in for the Heat. Miami trailer. Pass to Jokic Jonas. Back to Williams. Here's Jokic Jonas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Jokic Jonas has got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat. to the middle. From down in the low post, it goes. Jonas has got 5 points now in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And here we go, the Pistons fast break.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Ausar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Shooting one.
Here's Jonas. He's got 5. Pass to Watford. In the corner, Wallace with it. Good ball movement here by Miami. Really left alone that time. And it's 7 points for Williams.
But D can't afford to back off Williams too much there. When he's roaming the perimeter, he's more than capable of firing from deep. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Thompson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. That one is no good. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Here's Williams. He's got 7. Wallace with a screen for Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Monk.
Playing big in there. Jalen Williams decided to challenge and got the whistle.
For Miami, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Williams.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
And Williams drops them both. So it's the Pistons now. Monk outside. Thompson outside. Here's Holland. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Miami ball.
And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back. But they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Now here's Williams. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, Adebayo never shies away from contact. He's so aggressive and forces the defense's hand.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Adebayo, bam. Adebayo, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, Bam's a little undersized for his position, but he makes up for it with great effort, athleticism, and intensity.
Out to the wing. Collins gets the Monk. Inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Williams against Thompson. It's stolen. Monk outside. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Erik Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Kevin, back to you.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much.
And the turnovers will kill you. I mean, that's been their undoing thus far.
The Heat leading by 5. Here's Jokic Jonas. He's got 5. Watford passes to Williams. Oh, good on the triple. The Pistons have gone 8 of 15 since they began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Pistons passing it around. And Detroit with another turnover here.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Over the last month, getting it done. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. And Erik Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Look who's coming onto the court now. Oh, give a big hand. The offensive striker, Dan Cruz.
Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Well, you look at Wallace. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
.109 left to play here in the half. Watford passes to Adebayo. Shoots over Duren. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Williams with the steal. Down low. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Pistons trail by 5. And Thompson kicks to Holland. Basket good. Holland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, as we see more of Thompson, I think he's going to get better looking for his teammates.
To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, bounce to the outstretch. Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now, here's Thompson. He's got 6. Bunked for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. .12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Duren. Hits the front of the rim and out. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways, it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Glad you're joining us for halftime. And fellas, how about Bam Adebayo getting it done to start the game?
Rare gifts for a big man. Adebayo can face up, drive, excellent passer. This guy's been a rising star.
And talking defense, we'll say a guy can guard 1 through 5, but Bam really can. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
You know, for Miami, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And here are the Heat now. Thompson is out there with Holland. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Love in at the 1. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Thompson outside. Back to Love. The Pistons working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Heat leading by 8. Outside, Adebayo. Wallace with the ball. Picked up by Love. Pass to Jonas. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. There's the lob to Duren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, give credit to Duren's teammates. They know he's got the hot hand, and they're feeding him the ball.
Adebayo passes to Watford. And here is Wallace. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Detroit with the rebound. Duren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williams against Thompson. Monk outside. The 3. Rebound by the Heat. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Williams. It's deflected.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duren. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Now, here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Pass to Love from downtown. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Wallace. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Here's a look at the stats for Love. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
Yeah, his coaches and teammates see that drive he has, which is why they want to continue helping him in whatever ways they can.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Monk outside. They set the screen down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Let's see what you got.
check out the numbers for Adebayo. 6th in field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Jonas. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Shot from 12. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, at the rate Adebayo scores, it's hard not to fall for that.
The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Adebayo, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
And Adebayo drops them both. And it's Love with the ball for Detroit. Trailing by 10. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. 1 for 3. The rebound by Watford.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either. Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Thompson for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Now Watford. Still yet to score. And he lays in the alley-oop. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now, here's Monk. He's got 7. Here's Turner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Well, as his career progresses, Duren needs to improve his free throw shooting numbers.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Well, a lottery pick back in 2022. Jalen Duren brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
And both free throws good for Duren. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Out to the right wing. Monk against Wallace. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Miami ball.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 1, the Heat.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're number 1, your team is elite at the defensive end.
Miami with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Loads it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
Monk outside. Here's Holland. Off target from three-point range. The Heat leading by 14 to the paint. Here's Wallace. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends.
Hey, if you're looking for creativity midair, you're in the right place. Durant with the flourish.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Wallace. 17 points in the game. Three-pointer. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Holland. Here's Jokic Jonas. 5 points in the game. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. The shot, no good. Pistons trail by 17 to the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Monk against Wallace. Pass to Jokic Jonas. Now Watford. Now here's Williams. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And Love's got the ball here for the Pistons. It's an 18-point game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Keeping us all in motion. Here are your Pistons dancers.
Zincus is checked in for Jalen Duren. And Miami with a change here, too. Ware's checked in. Here's Porzingis. Pass to Holland. Monk outside. Here's Holland. Jacks up a 3. Back to Monk. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Williams kicks to Ware. Now here's Wallace. Back to Ware. Porzingis with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got 15.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
There's Williams. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Ware's got his second basket of the game.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
Thompson with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Holland for the three. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Watford passes to Wallace. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And here's Thompson. Shoots a three. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Williams. Here's Yaka Jonas. And it's Miami with another.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Wallace. Kept alive. Watford. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Monk kicks to Porzingis. Monk outside. And again, Detroit turns it over.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. He's around 18 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Well, it's because he's someone that understands his role. He plays with confidence and helps provide stability when he's on the floor.
Miami's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Right wing. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Here we go, fans. Time to get hyped. Everybody, it's the Pistons Hype Squad. Here we go, fans. Time to get hyped. Everybody, it's the Pistons Hype Squad.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Detroit. To Porzingis. Now here's Monk, covered by Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Porzingis 4th.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Mitchell drops them both. And here's LeVert. Outside, Porzingis. Looking to end the run. Pass to Dadier. Back to Porzingis. 1:43 left in the third. Now, Ware. Headed by Porzingis. Here's LeVert. Monk, no one around him. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Monk's got 10 points in the game.
By no means is Monk an elite three-point shooter, but he makes enough to force you to guard the line.
Here's Williams. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Adebayo's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.115 left to play here in the third. Inside, intercepted. Ware with it. Duran picks him up. Watkins passes to Ware. Adebayo down low. Hits the jumper. Adebayo's got 27 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Adebayo. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Count the basket. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Dadier, covered by Mitchell. Here's Dadier. He has yet to score. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. And that one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Miami ahead, delivering the blowout. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Let's listen in on what Erik Spoelstra had to say to his team.
I like the activity, guys. Active hands, active feet. They do not like it when we take it off the glass.
And obviously the approach Erik Spoelstra wants to see is that aggressive defensive approach and going after the offensive boards.
Yeah, and that persistence really pays off. When these guys are determined, that's when they are at their best.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami, we got Khalil Ware. And it's Keels in at the 2 spot. And it's LeVert missing. The Heat shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now, here's Duran. He's defended by Ware. Now Duran. Santos, the pass to Porzingis. The Pistons working the ball around now. Santos, no good. And here are the Heat now. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts.
The Heat making a switch here. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Throws it up high. Stolen. Left side, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Sanford. Pass to Ware. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Young's checked in for the Heat.
One shot.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Holland, covered by Mitchell. The 3 from Porzingis. A rebound by Mitchell.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Young. Here's Sanford. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by LeVert. There's the lob to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Young passes to Ware. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. LeVert the pass to Duren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
That's good from Duren.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's the break. And Duren slams it in.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Here's Etienne, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Heat. Etienne, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg. It's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Good on the second free throw. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Now, here's LeVert. Duren down low. He's defended by Ware. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
13 foul. At the line for one, Caris LeVert.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Ware. And it's denied.
This is the type of defender Duren is capable of being. Terrific activity and positioning, coming up with the rejection.
The Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Keel's checked in. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Ware. And again, it's the Heat missing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Holland the pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Sanford. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Monk left side. Love outside. Let's go. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low, here's Watkins, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Collins kicks to Love. Fires from deep. Again, Love missing. The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. He lobs it up.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Monk outside. Thompson outside. Here's Holland. Detroit, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Sanford. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
And it goes down 2 points. Ware's got 12 points in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Duren. Back to Monk. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Duren pulls it in.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Thompson passes to Holland. To the middle. Monk dishes to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Duren sets the screen for Love. And Duren slams it in.
Moving well. Duren working in the two-man game.
Pass to Ware. To the inside. Here's Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
The first one falls.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
And Miami making a change here. And Mitchell drops them both. And so Monk will bring it up for the Pistons. There's the lob to Duren. Here we go, one-on-one. And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That's his third foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And Miami has possession. Mitchell outside. From past the arc. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Monk. Plays it up and banks it in.
Such a competitive guy. Monk is hard to stop around the hoop. He's got a lot of energy.
Mitchell passes to Watkins. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower price, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality play. Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. 1:46 left in the game. To the paint, another steal. Driving inside. Out to Thompson from beyond the arc. And Ware pulls it down. Heat shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout.
big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Heat on offense. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell passes to Ware. Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Ware. To the right side. Here's Etienne. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Ware, no good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here we can check out the story for Jalen Williams.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So here are the Jazz starting 5. Keontae George out there with Bailey. Then it's Filipowski. Then it's Williams. And it's Sohan in at the 4. And for the Heat, we've got Yakichonis. Bam Adebayo is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are... elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Now here's George. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Bailey from the arc. The rebound by Ware. Wallace outside. Back to Ware. Here's Yakachonis. Shoots over Bailey. Offensive rebound. Down low. Outside, Williams. 5 to shoot. Left side Adebayo. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
And bouncing off defenders, Adebayo kept his eyes on the rim.
George with it. Watched by Wallace. George passes to Sohan. And here is Williams. Pass to Bailey. The three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. To the middle. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket. Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor. Here's Yakachonis. George defending. Yakachonis, this shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's George. His last outing, he had 20.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Williams. And the Jazz pushing it up now. The finish! Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Cason Wallace. Utah shooting their first free throw tonight.
So, 1.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Yeah, I'd describe Jeremy Sohan's approach to the game as steady. He knows what he's about, just focuses on going out there and providing for his team.
Now here's Adebayo. 27 points his last game.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pass to Bailey. George outside. Here's Williams. And here's Bailey for 3. The rebound by Ware. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and... Oh! Incredible! I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible!
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 1. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Jazz trail by 3. To the paint. And stolen by Adebayo. Here's Ware. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
As he goes to the free throw line, my call would sound like this. Now at the line, James.
And that one misses. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Bailey, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Utah shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good. White, he's checked in for Wallace. He's off on the second. Heat leading by 4. And here's White. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. And a look here at some of the most aggressive defenders at the small forward spot in the past month. Cody Williams, 4th.
These are some of the league's most versatile defenders in this group. I mean, they can mirror ball handlers on the perimeter as well as contest shots in the paint.
You know, that's a defensive combination you're sort of always looking for in wing players. Strong on the ground, strong in the air. There is no safe ground when one of them is on patrol.
And he makes a first.
And when you look at Coby White's career numbers, he scored 15 as a rookie. I mean, he's always been a factor offensively.
Both good from the line that time. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Bailey. He had 9 points in his last time out. Williams with it. Filipowski, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Miami leading by 4. Outside White. They get it back. Here's Ware. Sohan with some nice D.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
For 3, George. Rebound Miami. The last time they came together was in Salt Lake City, where they fell to the Jazz.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Filipowski, the pass to Bailey. And here's George. He's guarded by White. 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Filipowski. Again, Utah good for 2.
Boy, when he's not beating you with the shot, George can absolutely beat you with the pass.
Pass to Yakichonis. Back to White.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Adebayo, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Here's Yakichonis, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Miami, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long.
I think for the Heat, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
And Bailey gets it to go.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Adebayo. Williams against Williams. Outside White. Takes a 3. Pure from 3-point range. White's got 5 points.
Off the catch, White has a very quick release.
Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Williams against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Leading by 5. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Sochan fires in the triple. Sochan's got his second basket of the game.
And that's a terrific sign for Sochan as he continues to work on his consistency from outside.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting this win. Back to you guys.
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Utah shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Filipowski, 1.
Miami leading by 3. Outside White. Floats one, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And I like how White forces him to get physical with him inside. He didn't allow for an easy stop.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
White. Shoot.
And he knocks down the first one. Utah making a switch here. Collier's checked in. White hits them both. Here's Collier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Shot clock at 6. Got a hand on it. Here's Yakachonis. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Williams looking around. Outside White. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Both teams are hot. Woo. This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Launches a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Utah ball.
Miami making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Webb. Coming off a 12-point game. To the inside. Here's Filipowski. Rebound Miami. Ware's got rebound number 8 now. Miami has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Williams finds White. Goes up on the wing. White missing again.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And there's the foul. It's on Khalil Ware. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Now you have to be a little bit more cautious on the defensive end. That's his second, and there's a long way to go.
Watford's checked in for Miami. Miami on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Watford outside. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Here's Webb. Utah with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that
one. Watford right side. White to 3. Buries it from 3. White's got 10 points in the game.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Webb. Deflects the pass. Here's Mobo. Watford covering. The shot by Webb, no good.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Williams passes to Mitchell, and it's going to be a 3-second call. A group of teams that love to run. The NBA leaders in fast break scoring. Miami in second.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break.
A different look for Utah. Williams is checked in for Filipowski, and it's Poole in for Bailey. Jazz trail by 6. In close. And there's Poole on the assist from Collier.
This guy, not just a jump shooter. Jordan Poole, more than capable of finishing inside. He's got some creativity.
White against Poole. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Jordan Poole. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
White.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. White hits them both. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Collier. Still no points. Poole outside. That shot, no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Sanford. Shot from 16. Mobo with the rebound.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Here's Jones. And that's not going to go. Kobe White, he's feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for Miami. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
They've got Trendon Watford, Kobe White out there with Davion Mitchell, and it's Sanford in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Miami moving it around. Watford with a screen. White, the pass to Watford. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, that play had a nice flow to it, and White hitting his man where he can do something with it.
Here's Collier. No made baskets yet. Good on the shot. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. And he drops it first. Williams is checked in for Murray. White hits them both. Here's Webb. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Watford the pass to White. And the shot goes in.
And a nimble play by White. Able to somehow adjust to the foul and still make the basket.
Boy, he's been automatic tonight. 8 of 8 from the line.
Third team foul. Now at the line, Kobe White. 1.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Webb. No points so far. From 18 feet away. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Pass to Collier. Inside. It's tipped.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. This scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Over to the wing. The 3 from Mitchell. Knocks down the long K. Mitchell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Pass to Webb. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Williams. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Poole against White. Pass to Sanford. Out to the wing. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Fires for 3. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Poole outside. Puts up a 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
Boy, you give Poole room from behind the arc, folks, and he can hurt you.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat Panthers.
Change it up. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes them, going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at George. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Sochan outside. George outside. The three ball. It's stolen. Outside White. And the three off target.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Williams on the wing. He shoots a three. Second chance shot. Sochan. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And look at Sochan staying connected to the play. So he's well positioned on the offensive glass.
Outside, Williams. Has to Yakachonis. He buries it from 3. Yakachonis has got 5 points.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere in the court.
Clock at 4. Oh, deflected and stolen by Williams. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Ware's checked in for White. And Utah with a change here, too. Filipowski's checked in. On defense, the Jazz. Trailing by 10. Pass to Wallace. This one for 3. Utah with the rebound. George peels it out a bit. Utah moving the ball around. Picked up by Sochan. For 3, Collier. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 10. Now here's Williams. Williams defending. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. That 3's off the mark.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Sohan outside. Down low. Tipped away. Pass to Yakachonis. To the middle. Here's Watford. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Utah shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. Bailey's checked in for Utah. And the free throw, no good. A lot of people think the NBA has never been better, Doris. What's your favorite thing about the league right now?
BA, you can't ask me one favorite thing. I mean, these players are at the most skilled I've ever seen. The tough shot making's ridiculous. The three-point ability off the bounce. Do you know how hard it is what some of these guys are capable of doing nightly? Please.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Yakachonis. 5 points in the game. Pass to Watford. Here's Yakachonis. Oh, there's the alley. Now here's Filipowski. He's guarded closely. Utah with another miss.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
Now Watford, covered by Filipowski. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Sohan with a rebound. Sohan's got 5 rebounds in the game. Shoots from 14. Can't get it. Now 3 of 4. Heat leading by 8. Watford outside. Outside, Williams. Adebayo against Williams. Here's Yakachonis. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Kobe White, he's checked in for Miami.
Second personal foul. Penalty. 1. Yakachonis.
Zero wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Sohan outside. Here's Bailey. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Here's Yakachonis.
Utah foul. Bailey. Second personal foul. Team.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Now at the line, Yakachonis.
The first one falls. And the Heat making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Collier. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Bailey for three. Another three for Utah.
Feels like he has played a little more under control here in the second.
Here's Yakachonis, beyond the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Sohan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Williams passes to Filipowski. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the paint. Ooh, Adebayo, a monster jam.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
And here's your Heat with the Andrew.
With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
Miami on D. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Bailey. Back to Sohan. Outside, Williams. Off target from three-point range. Miami leading by 7. To the right side, here's Yakachonis. And Miami again with the bucket.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Here's Collier. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Now Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. The Jazz again can't hit. The Heat have gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. A step back shot. And that one's long.
Oh, my goodness, those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look, and you can't complete it.
Shot's good by Collier.
Oh, terrific pass right there. Your teammate just walked right into it.
Well, Miami shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Here's Yakachonis. 12 points for him, and down it goes. 2 points.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Pass to Bailey. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
First free throw is good. Watford's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Wallace. So he makes both from the line. Here's Mitchell. 11 points for him last game against Detroit.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer Yakachonis. The rebound by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight. Sohan, the pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bailey. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Jazz, towards the bottom of the conference for now. They are not happy with this positioning. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Miami leading by 7. Outside, Williams. Pass to Yakachonis. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Utah moving the ball around. Here's Bailey. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Yakachonis. The 3 is up. And the Heat, another 3. And the Jazz with possession here. 11-point game. Outside, Williams. Here's Collier. There's 18 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Sohan, 6 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Yakachonis. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. For the East, Cade Cunningham.
This is why Cade was selected #1 overall in 2021. He seemed like a guy built to put a team on his back, and now we're seeing it.
Putting it all together. Tremendous talent. Go, Cade.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Utah Jazz.
I think about when I was coming up. The emphasis on protecting the ball, it's not always demanded of guys now.
That's been the key difference here for them, no question. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Williams has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Bailey, Jeremy Sohan out there with Williams. Then it's Kyle Filipowski, and it's George in at the point guard position.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Sohan outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Just thunderous. Sohan making them feel it.
Miami leading by 11. Here's Yakachonis. Wallace outside. For 3. Pass to Yakachonis. Takes the 3. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 11. Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Now here's Adebayo. Here's Yakachonis. George defending. The fader. The shot by Yakachonis, no good. The Jazz shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Bailey, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They have no answer defensively inside.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. Watford's checked in for Ware.
Bailey, 1.
And Miami has possession. 6-point lead. Outside Adebayo. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer Yakachonis. Utah grabs the miss.
Yeah, this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half. You've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Out to the right wing. Sohan, right side. Filipowski sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And, you know, sometimes this is a good foul. I mean, only because Sohan doesn't spend a lot of time on the line.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Heat leading by 4. Here's Yakachonis. 20 points for him. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. First one falls. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. It's both from the stripe. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Chalk up 2 there. Collier's got 6.
They're really working the paint now.
Heat leading by 4. To the inside. Adebayo rocking the rim.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Collier. It's hauled in by the Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Yakichonis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Nice work at the line so far. Going 5 for 5. And he makes a first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Shot clock at 5. Sohan inside. Watford covering. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Yakichonis. He's got 24. 3-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Watford's got 7 points.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Watched by Wallace. Here's Collier. Lets it fly. The wide open shot is on the money. Give him 8 points now. Miami leading by 7. To the wing, right side. Adebayo in the post. Working on Filipowski. Adebayo, no good. The Jazz have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's Collier. Give him 8. Bailey, the pass to Sohan. There's the 3. Yakichonis grabs the board.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Watford outside. Here's Williams. An easy 2 on the layup. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
What you like about J-Dub is he tries hard to get to the positions on the floor he likes. If he's in the painted area, that's a good spot.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sohan. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't get that one. Heat leading by 9. Down low. Here's Yakuchonis. Misses the baby hook.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Here's Collier. Back to Filipowski. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier. And that one comes up a bit short. The Heat have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. In the league. 5th on the list, Bam Adebayo.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
Jazz on D. They trail by 9. Right side White. Outside Adebayo, 5 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. The shot by Sohan, no good. Heat leading by 9. Wallace outside. To the middle. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Sohan. Here's Collier. Knocks it loose. And here they come. Banked it in off the glass. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 15-6 run. Oh, Williams with the block. Sohan, left side. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
And he's got his 4th free throw of the game. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Look who it is, fans. It's your Heat squad. Make some noise! Look who it is, fans. It's your Heat squad. Make some noise!
And that one misses. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Outside White. Uses the glass on the layup. White's got 19 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Bailey. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Outside White. Wallace, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the 3. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Bailey. 16 points for him. Sohan outside. To the inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Team foul number 4. At the line for the Jazz, Filipowski, 2.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. Miami leading by 10. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Brian?
Okay, Allie, good stuff. He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Here's Collier. Give him 8 points now. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Trendon Watford.
Thanks. I just talked with Miami's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've made the call that they feel it's okay for him to play. And even though there's moderate recovery time, he's also confident at the moment to be back on the floor.
Allie, thanks for the info. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Boy, he's been stellar at the stripe, shooting 10 of 11. That's good from White. Utah making a switch here. Jones is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Webb. 4-3. That shot off. Miami has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Back to Adebayo. Goes to the fadeaway. Adebayo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Adebayo isn't merely a low-post threat. He can also hurt you with his jumper.
Pass to Bailey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He's had 5 opportunities at the line. He's gone 4 for 5. First one falls for him. The Heat making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Poole's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Heat leading by 10. And there's 1:38 left in the third. White against Poole. Fires the 3. And White hits from deep. White's got 24.
Yeah, nice shot by White. So confident from range.
Here's Collier. Give him 8. Jones finds Poole. Clock at 6. Back to Jones. For 3, Collier. Rebound Miami.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's White. Jams it in off a great move.
Yeah, the basket has looked big to White tonight. I mean, he's gone off, and they should just keep feeding him.
Down low. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Now here's Williams, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. White can't hit. Jazz trail by 13. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Mobo.
Well, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Substitution on the court.
Miami leading by 13. And here's Watford. 7 points in the game. Pass to White. Kobe White, he's feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for the Miami Heat, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kobe White out there with Davion Mitchell. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then it's Jalen Williams. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Williams with it. Second chance effort. And And he lays it up and in. And the Heat lead by 13.
Boy, you can see this guy's work ethic. He just refuses to give up on that possession, and he gets rewarded for it.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Mobo. Launches it. Doesn't go for him.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Mobo with a rebound. Mobo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Collier. Checked by Mitchell. And stolen by Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Boy, that's how you finish in transition. Jalen Williams just outworking everyone up the floor.
White against George. Pass to Mobo from behind the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
White against George. And here is Williams. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
To the paint. Here's Mobo. And he dunks it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. White looking it over. Outside, Williams. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 12. George with it. Now guarded by White. All alone. It's hauled in by the Heat. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Puts it up from 12. Mobo with a rebound. Mobo's got 11 rebounds in the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Now here's George. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. Heat leading by 12. Outside Mitchell. No good on the 3. Utah's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's the pick. Here's Webb. The Jazz again can't hit. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Now White. George with a steal. On the break. Jones, the pass to Webb. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
They're in trouble if they let him post like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
It's time to get down with your matchup. Let's move.
Utah. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Three-pointer Yakuchonis. Again, the Heat misses.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And there's the lob. Oh, got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Miami.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
George passes to Sohan. Here's the three. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. He takes it in. Bailey, the pass to George. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. George has got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Wallace. Here's Yakuchonis. George defending. Outside, Williams. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Bailey. Williams misses. Jazz trail by 9. Williams passes to George. Here's Bailey. Back to George. Here's Sohan. And rejected. That's the Yakuchonis. And he converts the layup. Yakuchonis has got 28 points for the game.
Listen, this guy is a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
And here's Bailey for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kyle Filipowski.
You can't fall for Adebayo's pump fake, or else he'll go right into the contact.
Free throw's good, Adebayo.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
And both free throws good for Adebayo. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 10-point game. Sohan with the ball. Working on Ware. The shot by Sohan, no good. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the 4th quarter. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Well, talking about Jalen Williams. What excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out. This guy's game is big time.
The free throw drops for Williams.
I think my favorite thing about Jalen Williams is just how much you can tell his love for the game. It's on display nightly. He puts in the work and he gets the results.
And Williams drops them both. Jazz trail by 12. George passes to Bailey. And here's Filipowski. Pass to George. The three. Cranes the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Oh, Adebayo throwing it down.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Bailey. Now here's Filipowski. Sohan outside. Back to Filipowski. That one drops for him. Filipowski's got 20 points.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Yakichonis. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 9. Sohan, the pass to Bailey. Now George. Pass to Bailey. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Bailey, 1.
And the free throw, no good. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Wallace. Back to Adebayo. And here is Williams. Over Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, J-Dub has the size and strength to work on the interior. That is nicely done.
Williams.
And he can't get the first one. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Pass to Sohan. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Bailey. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that side.
For Utah, Bailey, 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Here's Yakichonis. Outside, Williams. down. Jazz trail by 6. Here's George. Beyond the arc. Ooh, the shot misses. Miami has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Outside Williams. Lets it go from 11. Oh, it misses. Utah has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the 4th. George outside. Williams outside. Fires the 3. Shoots a 3. And another shot. And that's how you get it to go inside.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. It's good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Yakatonis. Adebayo sets a screen. And he nails it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, he dropped it straight in.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guy.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
It's tipped. Oh, George with a steal. Puts it up from 7. And they recover it.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Now here's where. Sohan covering. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Oh, missed on the tray.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half. Keontae George steps in the big-time moment. That's a huge basket.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Here's Yakatonis. George defending. Now here's Ware. The three is in.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
This comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with the 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
So it's the Heat taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kasparas Giacochonis.